We're at Lady Mirenilla in North Temple of Veeshan, 72 boxing on EverQuest, EQ Emulator, local install on my computer. I'm Dave of Dave Land, and you like see 72 box EverQuest videos, please smash that thumbs up button and hit subscribe, and I'll keep on creating these videos. Currently, I have killed Lord Velious a couple of times, a few times actually. Got some loot, I've geared up. A lot of this content is starting to get easy, so I'm kind of finishing up all my recordings of Velious content so that I can start AA grinding and moving on to Luckland. But in the meantime, we're going to do Lady Mirenilla today. She is a dragon that silences, and generally speaking, when you fight her with a raid with like real people, you would hide everyone right where I'm standing and have somebody call the AoE, and you'd run your casters over there, cast spells, and when the AoE's about to go off, you'd run back over here, etc., etc. Problem is, I'm boxing 72 characters, and not so easy to have people run back and forth. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have the clerics right here where I'm standing, and I'm going to have just everyone charge in, and we're just going to do a kind of a clusterfuck of fighting. So the thing is, though, when Mirenilla summons Dave under her, he will be out of complete heal range. Complete heal range is right about here. And I'm going to get summoned over here, which is out of range. You can see range equals 87 is usually how I gauge it. You know, if you can't see the clerics from here, you're not in range. So what I need to do is get him over here. So we're going to do a lot of fancy footwork while we're fighting her to make sure that Dave is constantly getting heals. So give me 1 second. I'm going to bring up Lady Mirenilla's stats, and we'll check out what she has going on. All right, this is Lady Mirenilla. She's a lava dragon, at least by model. She's level 66. She has 380,000 hit points, which is pretty typical for a North Temple of Veeshan dragon. She attacks twice per round at an attack speed of 1 second. She is slowable, and she attacks for up to 950 damage. Her accuracy is fairly low, so don't expect her to hit too often, or at least as much as like some harder raid mobs like Avatar of War, who have like 800 or 900 accuracy. So mostly just that, you know, she obviously can still hit pretty often. It's just that she does hit very hard. Doesn't flurry, doesn't rampage, so we're not going to worry about that. She is not a belly caster. Her resists are fairly high. She's pretty much immune to poison and disease, but we're going to use fire magic on her because that's her lowest resist. So what we're going to do is come in here and do /NS. We're going to use fast fire, and the reason we're using fast fire is because she's going to be silencing a lot, and we want to maximize how many nukes we're using while we're not silent, provided we can resist that silence. So for the spells that she casts, it's going to be Cloud of Fear, which is that silence. It also decreases your hit points, so it is a dot. The dot and a silence. We'll have some issues, as the fight goes on. We're gonna definitely want to kill her as fast as possible before the dot starts taking people down. And then she has Call to Zero, which I believe every dragon in North Temple of Veeshan has. So I don't think there's really much else to discuss. We're gonna turn on the complete heal chain, which just tells Mary, Shelby, Tammy, Liko, Sid, and Kitty to do their complete heals on a 3-second delay. We're gonna set that delay to 5 seconds for this fight, just to keep mana up. And I'm also going to leave a bard behind for those clerics. So I'm going to grab Emily and I turn off her macro so she doesn't follow everyone into the fight. And I'm just going to have her stand here with the clerics on the complete heal chain and just using, where is it? Sorry for my messed up, what do you call it? UI on the bards and everyone else but Dave, because I don't use any of the other characters. So anyway, Emily's going to use Ancient Lucia's Lament for hit points and mana, particularly for the mana. And here we go. We're just going to charge on in. Looks like Shelby doesn't have any mana. Huh. That's weird. Check everyone's mana. Give me 1 second. Let's see everyone's mana. Let's see if Shelby is actually at low mana or if that's a graphical glitch. Sometimes that happens. She actually has no mana. I'm going to pause the video and met her up because she's one of the complete heal clerics. Give me 1 moment. Alright, so everyone's at full mana or close enough to full mana. I also shrank everyone. If you notice in a lot of my videos, my guys aren't shrunk. I always forget to use it. I don't know. In my 54-man crew, I never shrank everyone, so I just always forget. So here we go. We're going to charge in. So what we're going to do is put everyone on auto follow. And you know what? It looks like the clerics are a little far from that. Oh, man. Let's see. Let me think about that. Oh, Bria is drowning over there. There we go. Didn't even see her over there in the Lord Quaidokin's pit. Now, I should be okay. I'm just going to move up the clerics. So we're going to do this. We're going to do this. We're going to do this. What I'm doing is just moving each heal cleric a little closer. Okay, perfect. All right, let us go in and kill Lady Mirenilla. Here we go. So we put on Furious. We come in, kind of do a wide. Oh, I didn't see everyone come in. We're gonna just. Okay, there we go. And you put on defensive, and oh, that doesn't look good. That doesn't look good at all. I got pulled out of range. I had a feeling that was going to happen, so it's fine. We're gonna switch to Allie. I'm gonna summon Dave back just so that we can switch to complete heal chain. Put on Furious. I'm gonna open up the map so I can make sure I'm always in the right spot. It's gonna be a little messy for a second, but we're okay. Looks like some people did. Oh, it's just pretty okay. Like I said, we're gonna keep spinning around every time every time Call to Zero pulls us. We're just gonna kind of keep running to that ledge and turning around, and it's gonna be pretty smooth from this point on. I hope. That's a little scary. That does happen with Lady Mirenilla sometimes. You know, you do have to pull her to the or not pull her, but you have to stay in range, and she does. When she hits you, she can stun you. When you get stunned, it's just kind of a big mess. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit quick burn. We're going to try to burn her down as fast as possible. It's like Norman's tanking. I don't know who's healing him, but they're doing a good job keeping him alive. I probably should have left the other cleerics I should have left all the clerics together, but I didn't. That was an oversight on my part, but that's okay. It looks like he just aggroed a whole bunch of mobs. I wonder how that happened. That's weird. Huh. Well, I don't know what's going on, but we're either going to wipe in any moment now, or we're gonna win. I just saw that we had aggro on like multiple other dragons and drakes, and what's Emily doing way over there? That was really weird. I don't know what she was doing over there. So she's here now. Oh my god. I have no idea what's gonna happen. This is kind of the interesting thing about boxing. Sometimes you just never know what's gonna happen. You have to pay attention. I've been told that I'm just kind of botting, and it's like, the boxes do kind of run somewhat independently, but aside from me writing the scripts initially, but weird things go wrong, and you have to pay attention. And yes, I could cheat and just make it easier on myself, but what's the fun in that, right? It's part of the fun of playing this way is kind of turning EverQuest from an MMO where you play one, two, maybe three characters with a rate of people, and you turn it into like a strategy game, right? Where you're picking how to do the fights, you're picking what buffs and debuffs and to do, who to give what loot to, what fights to do, who to heal, all that stuff. You have to pick it all. And it makes it more interesting. It makes it a lot more interesting than, say, just assembling a whole bunch of bots that the computer controls. And there is a way to do that. You can actually make the emulator create bots that you don't gear up necessarily, and that you don't script, and they just kind of run a mind of their own. I tried that once for a short period of time with 6 characters, and it wasn't fun. I like controlling my characters. I like issuing them commands and kind of telling them what to do. And speaking of what to do, it seems like no one's doing anything. So besides melee, because everyone's silent. So I just told everyone to melee. I told all the casters to run in melee, so you can hopefully see the casters also help out for the ones that have melee weapons. But you can see we recovered, even though Dave got smashed at the beginning of the fight. Mirenilla is almost dead, and Allie is kicking butt as usual. Allie has always been an exceptional backup tank, and Meg is the tertiary tank. But I've rarely used her. On my Vulak fight, I had to use all 3 warriors. Dave died, and then Allie took over, and then Allie went down around 15%, and then Meg tanked to the end. Vulak is a very challenging fight to box. Just with the AoE that slows everyone, and then causes aggro issues, and then the fight's just long as hell. Okay. All right, Mirenilla is dead. I'm going to switch back to Dave, and we're going to check her loot. So let's All right. And I will reset the macro, so I'm just going to pause the video. All right, so we got 2 Mithril Helms and an Orb of the Crimson Bull. I'm pretty sure these will go to someone. So I don't really know personally what these are best in slot for, anyone in particular. So while I do loot, I just want to say if you liked what you saw, please smash that thumbs up button and hit subscribe. And in the meantime, we'll do some loots. We'll do find spot head. And this is probably going to go to a caster just because there's no hit points on it and there's a lot of wisdom. So we'll say, I know the clerics all have a better item. I know that for sure. So what I'm going to do is Shaman. And it doesn't look good. Druids can use it. So let's see, what are the Shamans using? We've got White Dragon Helms for 2 of the 4 Shaman, which is much better. So this actually might rot. Roy doesn't have any other good stat. I'm pretty sure everyone else has better. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do the other classes and look for someone that might be empty, have like nothing in their helm slot, which I believe everyone has a helmet now. But let's find out. Yeah, everyone has a helm, so we're going to unfortunately, the Miserable Helms are going to rot. The Orb of the Crimson Bowl, I'm pretty sure somebody can put it in their range spot. So do priests and casters. Let's see who has. Yeah, we have several people without range slots. So I'm going to pick someone who hasn't gotten loot in a while, but I've been doing a whole bunch of gearing lately. And let's see when not. J Legend doesn't get a lot of loot, so we're going to target J Legend and give him this good old Orb of the Crimson Bowl. I'll switch to him, and there he is. And put it right there. Boom! Now he's got over 5,000 mana. That's great, well buffed. So, quick review. What do we have left in Velious to do that I plan on making videos for? I'm not going to do Viam. He's a pain in the neck. You can't really box him. He just throws everyone around. 72 character. I would just be cheating to beat him. Obviously, we're going to do Vulek. He will be the final video. I may do a bonus video after Vulek of something fun. But Vulek will be the final video. I want to do one fight in Sleeper's Tomb. There's a Master of the Guard. And I'm not going to do Nevidaria. I tried her a few times. I can't deal with the AoE as a boxer, unfortunately. But I can do Druid. I can do Druid, and I can do the triplets. So until next time, I will see you soon. Please let me know in the comments if you want to see anything, whether an actual standard fight or some kind of fun fight with a bunch of mobs all together. You guys have a good day. Talk to you soon.